That's how
It's really that soft.
It's just
Yeah,
that
are you
quiet.
listening?
It's really that quiet.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's
That's-
supposed to.
fire effect.
I thought we were coming here to play with friends, not relentlessly roast each other. But okay, that's cool. That's cool too.
It's okay. Oh, you're just crank up your tinnitus so you can't hear Alec in specific.
Of course you heard that, right? Not the music. It's like hearing us. So yeah, what happened last week?
Alright, Cop, take it away.
Cop's muted. I'm not even sure if he's alive.
No, he's helping out his wife right now, so he's just listening. He's a little
Alright, so
occupied.
you can listen in. So yeah, we started last week doing what, Crash?
Yeah.
Let's see. We started regrouping.
Oh, right. Yeah. We split into our separate, 3 separate missions.
Overlord, Undermine, and Biohazard. We went over some sendings that we got, either from people far and away, looking at you, Poe, or from our closer logistical HQ. Captain Solstice is on mission. He'll be... I don't know if he's coming along... I don't think he's coming alongside Warden Vicious and crew, but he is gearing up to be on assignment. But yeah, Ward is en route to us, alongside Vicious and recruits, quote-unquote recruits. Out of game, we know that includes, obviously, Victor, as well as Zoe, interestingly enough. But yeah, we regrouped and laid out our plans for acquiring proper biohazard toxins to deploy against the water attacks. Something did happen in the meantime as well. Sebastian did, in his own quest for looking for like aquatic flora and fauna, did uncover a series of wrecks in which there was a grown over body which had a platinum necklace, which he still has on him. Never identified it. But he did also get to see the water Eurythax, not in action, but in its hunting prowess. Yeah, so it just basically kills everything sonically within a certain distance and then eats the remains.
Yeah.
Pretty fun. But yeah. So we have some information on the water Eurythax. I have it in my notes somewhere. But yeah, we did regroup and then talked with Oni about our best route forward, as well as what is actually happening with the Terrian Eurythax, and how it's making a underground or ground comprised vanular system. There we go. Gotta use last week's terminology. Yeah, its underground network vanular system is connected to that massive heart, which it manifested, I guess, is the best way. It's
fed.
Yeah, its own life leeching capability contributes to that heart. And then Oni and Sebastian Viper were in agreement that it's trying to do some form of ascension.
Yeah.
Whatever that entails.
Make some kind of like new body so I can go toe to toe with Short King over here.
He's trying to make himself into a kaiju, even though he's already like sort of a kaiju. But yeah,
me, Jeju Island. Be there.
5 o'clock.
By the
yeah, behind the KFC. Anyways, so yeah, we discussed our steps going forward, and we're going to return to the insect tower. We set up a scenario where we can lure out the foot soldiers. I don't remember the exact name, but the lesser insectoid people. Lure them out. So,
It's a song.
Well, what's the one that's playing right now?
It's going to a weird place. I clearly did not listen to it. Keep going.
Okay. So yeah, Flora and Viper were going to lure out the 6 foot soldiers, and then we would drop one of the nearby towers to basically crush them, block them off, etc. Keep them distracted the whole time. In the meantime, everyone else will be dealing with the spawn locations for the corruptor of flesh, the assassin, and then neutralize the noble, which we did in pretty fast capacity. Oni's ability to cast wall of fire got rid of a lot of potential spontaneous generation locations.
And I threw a Molotov.
A lot of us threw Molotov. Little anarchists. Look at us. We're burning the establishment and killing nobility. Look at us.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, we did end up killing the noble. And before it was able to do any death throws, like breathing its breath all around, Oni, seeing into the future, just threw a chair at it. It's cannon. He threw a plastic chair. And yeah, we defeated the noble. We surveyed the tower, got an idea of how literally shitty it is, but found some interesting parts of it. On the second floor in the symposium area, we did find a very immaculate dais, like a little pedestal that one would posit, like, a podium or a throne, and found imageries of the Sangelia and God, as well as the colors of the Sangelia. Oh my god. The top floor, though, had a vault. A very, very magically protected vault. And our attempts to lockpick it were futile because you couldn't really lockpick it. And our attempts to dispel it only really got rid of one of the effects of it. And in doing so, we were blinded by the light, literally. And Quint got a little gleam at the beings that inhabit, inside the vault. This gateway, literal gateway to divinity. We decided not to fuck around with it any longer. One, because it's out of our league. And two, as Oni put it, everything from here to the south of Magvon knows where we are now. So we need to leave. Like, now. So, people's blindnesses were cured, fortunately, in quick time. And we, extracted. What is that? Damn, when you say they were being loud, you weren't Jin.
Bro, they're really doing the most out there.
Yeah, they were going at it. So we exfiltrated, grabbing the squiggle. That's the new name for it, the squiggle. And bring it to our closest hideout.
I don't know. We're not children.
Are you sure?
I said I don't know. We're not children.
Oh, he said.
So yeah. So we grabbed the squiggle and brought it over to the last hideout we used, the underground one. It did have pustules and things like that burst when we tried to squeeze it through the crack. I think what was the joke that Jericho said, "You little shit," and then it did shit, like it was a command as opposed to an insult. And then Viper was gonna run distraction, so that way anything that would have been looking for what caused this magnificent light to be brought forth wouldn't find everyone. He was found by the apex predator of the region, the Calum Eurythax, our short king here, who had a particular air of intelligence, arrogance, and cruelty about him. And that's where we ended session.
Would you call it the Calum Eurythax?
Calum, Caelum. I only know that from the token description.
Gotcha.
Just for the same for Terrian, Terrien, and then aquatic is aquatic.
Yeah.
Which I feel is pretty straightforward.
Yeah. Fun fact for those of you who read the token, Kalim or Calum, that means sky.
Heavenly.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, same thing. Latin. It's all weird, right?
Yeah. See, yeah, there's multiple ways of saying it. But yeah. So he's the heavenly or sky Eurythax. Terrian, Terra,
Sure.
Earth, etc., etc.
The honored one.
The honored one. The absolute.
Praise be the absolute.
But yeah, I think that's about it. Unless anyone else has anything to add.
Anything?
I mean, That happened that session? No.
Let's see. Did you fix my token? Let's find out.
I swear I did.
I might have dropped this on the map before you did it, so let's find out.
Cross your heart, hope to die.
Mother.
Let's see.
Maybe I just need to arrange the order in which they're done, because I thought you could save them on the one you want, and it'll save it that way. But I
can.
freaking guess not.
You have control to do that, but I don't think I do. Yeah. This is still the old one for Clint's vessel sheet. Yeah, so this is this is the same exact one.
Now we have a Johnson.
Okay.
Oh.
So you're using
The shorter one, not the
Okay.
one that doesn't have vessel on it. Because I ain't a vessel no more. I hope.
don't. Let's not count things out, you know.
let's not get ahead of ourselves here. There's still room to improve.
Upgrades, people.
Upgrades.
Nano machines, son.
Yo, if anyone in the watch got nano machines though, I'd be pretty happy with that.
There. HP. Cool.
Okay, sweet.
AC. Cool. Save on this one. Open up. Open up. Double click. Edit. Use selected token. Save changes.
Sweet.
And now for it to work.
Yeah, it's working.
Okay. Perfect. Oh, thank
Nice.
you, darling.
And you even
Where'd your
defaulted it
pants
to
go? Okay.
I
Whatever.
ask myself every day.
I don't mind, but
Some goblin must have stole them.
so you are here, having retreated, pulled away from the blazing light of all of China, knowing you're here, and have regrouped. In the meantime, Viper has ensured that the area is secure. What do y'all do in the sort of interim?
Can I check the traps in the quote unquote traps in the back? See if they're triggered while we're gone.
They have not been.
Hey, that's good. And if I magic sight, actually no, this guy didn't give off a magical signature before, did he? He just came to. Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, and he still seems to be in that slumped over spot you left him in.
Still dead? Question mark.
Thank God.
I think Jericho will get to dismantling him. I think he has the foresight to not start a fire, to not shit where he sleeps. So he's not gonna start a fire in here and attract any attention. But he can turn this guy into bone meal, I imagine.
Start crushing him.
Grind up his bits.
He's gonna come to life as like a dust devil.
Choke. God, I got some of them in my throat.
There's bone shards in my
Pause?
lungs.
I will simply choose to not breathe.
Damn.
Not all of us have that luxury, okay? Okay, no, Flora does,
So-
but
So you either have over here where it's bone shards, or over here where you have the pustule squiggle.
we can put them both together.
Make your choice.
Just make this corner the don't fucking be here corner. Actually,
The shit
I'm not
corner.
gonna put the squiggle near this, because if he starts going down like this tunnel, I don't need to know what happens.
I don't even think you fit in that tunnel because it goes like narrow.
I'm not finding out.
Fair enough. Is anyone in need of healing currently?
I don't speak for anyone else, but you do see Oni sort of crouched down almost like a sloth squat with a stick he has grabbed, sort of drawing in the sand.
Can I spot where he's drawing from this distance or no? I assume no.
How far are you?
I'm like 40 feet away, 45 feet away.
45 feet away? Yeah, I don't think so. Like, I mean, roll a
Understandable.
perception, maybe. Y'all are like superheroes. I use normal logic, but
Well, I wouldn't have precognitive punch, so subtract 3 from that 5, so that'll be 14.
I think it's fair to take it for this specific scenario.
Turns Oz into Bohemian Minecraft style.
It almost looks like he's doing math.
Calculating. Anyone else need potentially need healing? So we got some healing light charges.
I'm 100% fine.
Yeah, you get those back on a short rest, right?
I get half of my total back, yeah.
If you roll it back.
And I'm only down 3 of 8, so.
I'm only missing 5 HP after my quicken healing, which, I mean, if we're getting a short rest, then you might as well top myself up.
Anyone else?
Speak now, forever hold your peace.
I don't know. I'm not in my sheet, but I'm pretty sure I didn't take damage. I'm good.
Yeah, it sounds right, yeah.
Yeah. We low-key kind of bodied the fucking noble.
Heck yeah, you did.
Planning. It's all about planning.
Yeah.
Alright, well, Quinn's gonna like walk around, do a once over on everyone, see apparently no one is really all that hurt. And then go over to Oni and see what he's mathematizing.
Yeah, he just appears to be drawing out several like groups of numbers, almost like God, what's it called? Like a web chart where you link concepts together.
Oh yeah, like a I think it's just actually called a web chart or a bubble chart or whatever.
Yeah, like
Yeah, and then
like
it goes
this.
like this, and then this goes to that, and
Right,
those.
and he's got a bunch of numbers written in all of them and making connections.
just numbers, or there's the insects in the ambience. That scared the fuck out of me. Is it just numbers, or is there any like names or proper nouns or?
It appears to be just numbers.
What are you calculating?
He looks down and sort of like twirls the stick he's been writing with between his two fingers back and forth like a baton. I think it might be a little bit too advanced for you still, but it's basic numerology.
Numerology.
Perhaps you've heard of it as arithmetic.
I might have heard that once or twice. I always thought that was a fancy way of just saying advanced calculus or whatever.
Not precisely. The basic premise is everything exists in numbers and patterns that can be perceived and understood.
Like celestial designs and things like that.
Precisely.
Can Lucian listen in on this from afar?
Absolutely.
Cool, great.
You could even move in over there if you want to.
I'm gonna start slowly moving over there.
Yeah, I got a good insight on that topic in specific.
He just like draws a line 1 through 9, 11, 22, 33. Those are the primes. Those are the ones that create the most value that you can derive from other things. And that's what I'm trying to figure out.
I'm not following. Trying to figure out what. Figure out which of them's the best, better than the rest. Figure out what connected all this.
Weal and woe.
Fortune and misfortune.
What's the fortune? What's the misfortune?
You're thinking there's a pattern that we're in that we don't know or can't see.
He just like taps the ground a couple times while he's holding the stick. What I'm trying to figure out is Is the pattern showing what is, what was, or what will be? And I am not certain yet.
Can I activate my precognitive hunch to try to glean something from this? Add, contribute to his calculations, something, some hunch, literally. This is it's basically blessed, but just want to see if there's anything Clint's otherworldly experience can contribute to this.
You keep coming up with the number 3.
3. And I'm assuming that's in one of the bubbles here. Like, I know I'm getting to 3 on my own accord, but does it show up on his graph?
So, yeah, I could draw them out. Sure.
I don't like that you have it already ready. 1. Well, so, they really would be doing you dirt. Kind of Dracula would be doing you dirt if he jumps from 1 to 7. Here's a question: is 777 symbolic in this setting as well? And then
you could always ask.
Wait, this bubble.
He doesn't have a number in there yet.
Okay. During my times away from everyone, there always was a certain ratio. He holds up 3 fingers. Occurrences of 3. Some games got 3 strikes. Hell, I guess I'm on mine. I'm looking at this, Oni, and I just can't help but be reminded of all that. You already got 2 3s right there, but what about a 3rd? Or if there's any other numbers here, points at the 11, that has value in a 3rd version. 111, 333, 777, anything like that. 3s.
What led you to 3?
Go to hunch.
But one from the past. You're thinking on the past and coming up with 3?
The past I don't exactly remember, but yeah. Something that's lasted with me through thick and thin.
He looks at it and you see him start drawing lines and connections.
4,
252.
7,
125. 5. He starts like working through other maths.
I give him guidance if that matters, and a bardic if that matters.
It's at this point, can Lucian walk over and kind of cock his head and look at what he's drawing?
Absolutely.
Thank you. What can I get from this thing that he's written out? I'm assuming that I know a little bit of arithmetic from what I've seen of Doran.
Maybe. Are you at the place that you can... Oh, thank you. You did it for me. I was just typing that out.
I got you.
You at a place that you can roll, or do you want me to do it for you?
I'm here. Hello.
Okay. Yeah, roll either like an Arcana, investigation, history, any of those 3.
And I give him bardic.
Let's do a history. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Take a guidance and a bardic.
A fucking 2.
Ouch.
Dang.
You got your reroll by chance?
I already used it, I think.
Yeah, I think a lot of us popped ours during the fight.
Yeah. What am I taking? A guidance and a bardic?
Yeah, so a D4 and a D8. I can hit the buttons
You
if
can
you
still
want.
get like above a 20.
We'll just get a +5, so we'll get 18, and then plus a bardic and a guidance. So we'll get that.
20.
And,
Okay.
What's your bardic? A D8?
D8.
Okay.
Casual 20.
Oh,
from
so
a
that
fucking
puts
2.
you. So Oni was at 27, 32, and you're at 28. That's really good.
That's not bad.
Especially considering you rolled a 2.
Yeah, so there are some fundamental premises like how do certain machines work? Sometimes it's like, God, how do they work? But they do, right? And sometimes you look at medicine and you're like, we don't really know how it works. We just know it does, right? So with all medication, there's something called a mechanism of action, right? And
Right.
for a lot of drugs out there, the answer is we don't know. It just works.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So what he's putting together here, and what you've probably heard and seen, is arithmancy or numerology is just to say if we follow certain patterns, it's going to result in the answer, whether if we know how we got there or not.
Mm-hmm.
So it bridges logic with history.
Right. Okay.
So as you're putting this together, you're trying to place it, right? And you know 3 connects to 11, right?
Mhm.
You know that for certain. And it looks like that was Oni's hunch as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's just trying to mix the others to get to the point you need it to elsewise.
Okay.
And what he explains to y'all is these numbers are a good representation of pattern, right? We've seen things a certain amount of time, certain connections in the past, what we predict in the future, what the geography of the land has told us. If we put all these together, that's how you can tell what's coming next.
Almost like a story. Waiting for the next narrative beat.
If that's how you rationalize it, sure, it certainly works.
Shrugs. Like, I am what I am.
So let's go with that, right? What part of the story?
Well, we just got a leg up. But all stories got problems, struggles. We won that a bit too easy, in my opinion. So I feel like something's gotta happen. Especially since we just fucked around with that gilded door.
Right. We added more variables to the problem.